Minister for Environment, Climate and Energy. I think I got it right down. No? Energy, climate and energy, I've heard also. No. Minister, former President of Iceland, distinguished guests, and in particular, those guests who have been traveling from far away, from 50 countries, from 6 different continents, if my information is correct. This truly makes this an international event. 50 countries may not be all the countries in the world, of course, but geothermal is not evenly distributed all over. But you often say in the geothermal sector that where geothermal matters, it matters a lot. And that's truly the case for Iceland. This conference is soon coming to an end. We've had 600 participants in total, 360 international guests, and we are looking forward to what's coming ahead. But if you look back to the history of IGC, this is the 6th IGC conference and the 5th, which is maybe done in this format, organized by the Iceland Energy Cluster, or Iceland Geothermal Cluster, as it was called in the early days. The first one was in 2010. It was a relatively simple event, a single afternoon, with the main keynote speaker speaking for 2 hours, the well-known Harvard professor Michael Porter, which was focusing on competitiveness of nations, and it had a big impact here in Iceland. But IGC 2013 was the first conference to follow the formula that we have experienced this week. And I was so honored to lead the organizing committee for that, along with some other people. And I can't mention all of them, but I have to mention Bjarni Pálsson, the special convoy for climate, who I believe has not given up on convincing India to use geothermal. But the IGC model, if you look at that a little bit now, first and foremost, it's business-driven. It's not an academic event. There are many of others better at doing that. This is about connecting decision makers with the science, with the technology, with finance, policy, environment, sustainability, innovation, education, and so on. And the focus is not only on power, it's on various applications. It's on district heating, or what you call direct use, and also on research and education and innovation. And it's not only a conference. It's also exhibition. There were also business-to-business sessions, field trips, side events, and of course a little bit of fun. But I want to stop especially with the field trips. In normal conferences, you have field trips either before or after, but not here in this conference. The conference is in the middle. We are basically forcing you to not only speak about geothermal and listen to geothermal stories, but also to go to the site and witness it and experiencing it. Because there is no other city in the whole world where you can, within the 50-kilometer radius, so within 1 hour, experience high temperature geothermal power plants, district heating systems, very old-fashioned and very modern greenhouses, fish drying of heads, and algae production, and so much that I can continue. In addition to all the training programs and educational programs that we have here as well. For many, the IGC is not just a 3-day conference. We have been having meetings more or less the whole week. So for most of us, this really is a geothermal week, with the center of the attention being this conference. And we want to believe that Iceland is the right place where the geothermal leaders come together to connect. So this was basically the idea behind the IGC conference that we have been running. We ran it successfully in 2016 and 2018, preparing for the major event that we wanted to have, the biggest World Geothermal Congress ever, in April 2020. Well, we were maybe not that lucky with the timing, but we prepared very well. We actually did a risk assessment, and our detailed risk assessment that we did in 2015 mentioned two possibilities that could stop this conference, one being a worldwide pandemic. The other one would be volcanic eruption close to the airport and stopping all flights in and out of the country. And I can assure you that despite having now 8 volcanic eruptions close to the airport, none of them have stopped flights coming in and out of the country, probably due to our contingency measures. But we kept on going, and now we have just finished this event here. Apologies. I wanted to mention also that one of the major issues of having an event like this in the geothermal world is being able to be resilient and be a little bit innovative. In the first IGC we had in 2013, we organized it in March, month of March, which is normally quite okay. But in this case, in the first day, I was told by the road administration, in the first time in the history, at least modern history, all roads in and out of the city was closed due to weather at the same time, exactly when we were doing the field trips. So we had to be very quick and innovative, and we were able to get tickets for everyone in the Icelandic geothermal swimming pools here in Iceland, and then organized a new field trip the following day. I mentioned 2020. We had to add +1, not only one more year, but also to make it hybrid, to make it electronic, so that all the people who had registered, over 2,000 people in over 100 countries, could participate, although some of them were not able to come here. And do I have to mention what happened yesterday? Our most popular field trip was supposed to see the Reykjanes resource park. We had to rearrange, and I'm very helpful. I want to thank those who were happy enough to take either field trip 1 or 7 to see the Lake Þingvellir and the Nesavelli power plant and so on. But we got something else instead. We got to experience the country in the making. And I mentioned also this has to be fun. We are not only sitting here serious in the podium, we are also meeting in the corridors, and we also had a party last night. And it has to be a little bit fun, because geothermal is in a way different, but it works best when we communicate to each other, when we have friends in other countries and other regions which we can learn from and experience from. And that is the main reason for all the 30-minute coffee breaks and the luncheons and the party last night. And I want to mention there is one more chance to connect on the way out. Somebody told me once, sometimes you need to kiss many frogs to find your prince. And I encourage you to maybe kiss 1 or 2 more frogs on the way out, and you may be successful for your business. Well, IGC has been a success, and that's why we want to continue. And hereby, I would like to welcome you to the next IGC that we have organized in 2027, hopefully in May. We will see. Rósbjörg is nodding. So I very much look forward to seeing you there. But before I leave this podium, I want to make a special recognition to the people, the conference committee that have been working the hard work to organize this event here. I would like to get them on the stage now so that you can recognize them. This So this conference committee has been working now for about 1 year to organize this event, to define the main sessions, the themes, and try to find and fill in high-quality speakers and all the different slots. And I think they have been extremely successful with that. I want to mention one name in particular. And the name is of the former event manager of the Iceland Geothermal Cluster, who is now the CEO of the Icelandic Energy Cluster, Rósberg Jónsdóttir. So please. I thought to read this, but I can see now this is all in Icelandic. I don't know if I have to translate. But this is to honor Rósberg for all the hard work she has done, the determination, the innovative thinking, and especially I remember the first conference we had where she was running around, arranging all the small details. But now I hope you all noticed how she has been calm, because when we walked in yesterday, everything was 100% ready, even Plan B for the Reykjanes trip. So thank you very much, Rosa.
First of all, thank you all for joining us. But please note, although I'm really passionate about knowledge sharing, but it is not one man's job. We are here together, and I have said it to my board members. I think I have never had a strong conference committee along with me. Every second Friday morning at 8 o'clock, precisely, we met online since June last year. So can you please give them this expertise? A round of applause. And I really, really hope that we will see you all in end of May 2027, and we'll keep on the movement we are starting, because we have to run fast according to the message we received earlier. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you. And last but not least, the meeting planner, I would like Komum, who have been helping us, assisting us, give them also a round of applause, and all the partners, because I don't want to talk about the sponsors. I talk about the partners. They are participating. They are working with us. They are delivering with us, because they are also achieving, and they are a part of the movements. Thank you all. And have a safe journey back home, and look forward to see you 2027. Thank you.